Hello, welcome to the daily political tarot readings here on the Black and Orange channel. Thank you so much for being here. I'm kind of laughing at myself. Lori, on the Way of Positive Change, the amazing sweetheart that is Lori from the Way of Positive Change. A while back, she broke her foot. She had a cast. Then she had appendicitis and had to have her appendix removed, so she had major surgery. She had major surgery while she had a cast on. She came on 2 days later. Perfectly great. Wonderful. Thank you, everyone, for your well wishes. Me? Yesterday, I knocked over my protein shake. It went everywhere. Cleaned it up for a long time. Took the trash out, didn't I? And then I decided to walk around and check the mail. While I was out there, cement steps up to the front porch where the mailbox is. My slipper slipped off. Slippers. I tripped and fell. I'm fine. Nothing's broken. But I jammed the joints in my toes, and so I'm sitting today and I have my foot up, and I just put an ice pack on my foot. Lori's so amazing. She does all of this. I trip over my own slippers and everything falls apart. Jeez. Hi, everybody. When I am done here today, I will go down into the description box as usual, and I will type up today's questions. Is it swollen? A little, but it does hurt. But I'm okay. I'm fine, and I'm grateful to be here, and I'm grateful for the opportunities I have, and the fact that I can be here. My hair is actually still wet, but I really wanted to. I sent a screen capture and a question to a friend of mine. I'm running. I'm running out of time. Can I wear the black towel? It looked pretty good. It's like a really intense turban. Anyway. Oh, thank you, Floating Lotus. Thank you. That's very kind of you. I'm fine. Am I in pain? Not really. No, not really. Not really. It's nothing. So anyway. All right, but I will be going down to the description box after this, and I'll type in all the questions we covered today. There are questions there already, as I've been gathering them from you. Holly and France saying, it's kind of good to know I'm not the only complete klutz. My father used to call me Grace, as in not at all graceful. Yeah, I get that too. But my parents would do it. Well, Grace. I get that too. Thank you, Kathy. I'm fine. I am. I think it's like you're saying, Linda G wore curlers and a robe. Your hair's fine. Yeah, but she was doing the whole bathrobe thing. That was very cool. That was very fun. Yeah, I shouldn't wear those slippers. They're so easy because you just step into them, but they're not safe. They're really not. When you are not amazing at spatial awareness and physicality in the first place. Yeah. All right, so I'll be fine. It's my right foot, if that matters. It doesn't, but there you go. And I am entirely left side dominant, so I'll be fine. Anyway, All right, so 10% of all income that comes from the channel goes to feedingamerica.org, which supplies food to food banks across the country. That's an ongoing thing ever since the channel was first monetized and into the future. So I'll be doing that. I've been gathering your questions, and I have a couple of my own as well. So let me quickly go over what I've got so far. Also, I think I had a question as well. Sue, I just had something in all caps, and I didn't see anything around it. It just said, "They what has kept him from being even worse?" ? I am afraid I don't know. Sorry, I don't know what that was about. I do have all the information for the astrology of the January 6th committee and the committee with. I'm probably going to do this tomorrow though, because I've got a hard 1:30 cutoff date on Wednesdays, or cutoff time on Wednesdays, I'm afraid. But I have the January 6th Select Committee. I have it in comparison to the United States. I have it it's called synastry, when you compare two charts, how well they work together. And I've got it for the committee, the committee itself, the committee and the United States, committee and Donald Trump, and the committee and Kevin McCarthy. Strangely enough, his information is out there, even the time he was born. It's weird. Kevin McCarthy? But yeah, I was trying to look for some other people who might be involved, and none of them were. For some reason, Kevin McCarthy's information's out there. It's like, okay. So I know that happens a lot in Massachusetts. I guess some of their records are public, but he was born in California. I've never heard of that. But anyway, here we go. I'm gonna go. I don't think I'm gonna have time today, and I don't want to cut it short. So I'm gonna go out over that tomorrow, first thing. Alexander's saying, by the way, I got the Orgain's chocolate shakes. They're yummy, like a fudgesicle in a glass. I'm glad you like it. Dave's saying, I broke my foot just by jumping too high and landing wrong. Oh, man. Ow. Medic. Oh, I'm fine. All's well. All's well. Mandy of Marmite, wasn't he hatched? Not a word. I'm not saying a word in response to that. I'm just going to quietly. Okay, so what I've got so far, I was listening to the news, and they were talking about how in a lot of these committees or committee hearings, Congress people are usually very deferential to other Congress people, because there's this idea of, well, if I do this to you, you can do this to me in future. There's a level of deference and not going aggressively against other lawmakers. So I wanted to start there. And I'm just saying the JCSC, the January 6th Select Committee, will the J6SC be passive with fellow lawmakers, like is normally the case? Judy was pointing out that, if I understand it correctly, the January 6th committee will be back in session in 10 days. I don't know about 10 days, but I know that the committee chair has put everybody on notice that they're probably coming back early. So I wanted to look at that. I had a question that Cecilia actually I think we were thinking along the same lines. Cecilia was saying, is the J6SC going to subpoena ex-White House staff to testify about Trump's reactions during the insurrection? My version of that was, is the J6SC going to subpoena phone records and talk to everyone Trump talked to on January 6th? So Let me put in talk to. Okay, I've got that. So I think we should look at that one. Then Donna and I also had the same. I actually had it written down, and I thought, no, nobody would be interested. Donna's interested, so we're going to read on it. What's the theft of former Senator Barbara Boxer? Her phone was stolen. Was the theft nefarious? Were they looking for information? I've looked into this story, and it seems just like some hooligan kids, but they would make it look like that. If it was that would be a good cover. So let's look at that. Holly and Francis saying, oh, and emails. Yes, subpoena phone records and emails. And talk to everyone Trump talked to. Okay, thank you. Good idea. All right, so Barbara Boxer's cell phone. Floating Lotus Women's Wellness is asked, is the carefully crafted GQP storyline crumbling under their feet? Thought we'd just have a look to see kind of what's coming up with that. Polly Wanda was asking if Trump and others still think he's president, will Trump attempt new pardons? That was interesting. Good luck at your appointment, Kathy. I also had a question from yesterday. The whole Trump, Vance, Trump org, anything about to drop. Yesterday, I read on Trump's I was reading on Trump's reaction to the Select Committee's first meeting, and he was just focused on money and Trump org and New York. And I was like, really? That doesn't make sense. They were just dragging his name through the mud. But it was just his money. So I want to know, is that because there's something about to happen he knows? Or not? Wrestling reads, does the GQP feel the tide is turning against them? I think that goes along with what we're talking about here. So let me make sure I didn't miss anything. Oh, yep, Senator Hawley. Okay, so let me see. Okay. Okay. Electrostorm, I read yesterday on Gates's future sister-in-law and will her video have any effect? And I didn't get like legal effect. I didn't get much of that. But you're asking, did Gates? How did Gates GAETZZ Matt Gates feel being called a P word? I'm just going to put P word because YouTube. By the sister-in-law. That woman chasing him and asking him. Oh, that I don't know about. I guess they were scooted off the stage. I suppose is what I heard. Electra saying, no, it's the video from the DOJ press conference. A woman was following him and Marjorie Trader Green. I don't know that it's going to make any difference. If I went and watched the sister-in-law's videos, have you gone to TikTok and watched what she said? His reaction we go. I think we can look at them being run off there, but I think this is also very much related, and it would have effects. Pegasus saying, big sign saying he's a P word. Okay, so let's look at how did Matt Gaetz. Let's the big P word sign and revisit the future sister-in-law talk. Because she had some things to say. So we'll look at two things. I better get my skates on here because I've only got an hour. Okay, so got that. Okay, let me see. Over here. Chase is bringing up, can you look at Senator Hawley? Apparently he was promised a cabinet position or something. I saw David Johnson was saying that. I watched that this morning. David Johnson is so fabulous. He's so fabulous. I mean, there are good people in the world, and David Johnson is absolutely one of them. So, thank you, Catherine. Thank you, Catherine Rodriguez. Thank you. Okay, got that. Got that. Got that. Got that. Got that. Got that. Okay. Thelma's asking, is Jim Jordan attempting to get a subpoena so we can create a mess in the committee? Oh, you guys have the best questions. You think of things I never would have thought of. All right. I hope I can get through all 12 today. Thank you, Elaine. Thank you. That means a lot. J. Lester Gates' big showy proposal came after his phone was seized to his fiance? And why she's... Okay, anyway. There's no accounting for taste. Okay. Thank you for being here, Fire Sky. Thank you. All right. So I'm going to start reading because I'm not even sure I can get through all 12, but all 12... go through all the questions I've got, but I'm going to try. Okay. And I'll get rid of that. Tomorrow. I'll make sure I've got a note about that. And now we're cooking with gas. Save. Cards. That match. So. Rita's asking, is 45 still receiving former presidential daily security briefings? Not that I'm aware of. Pauline Friend saying on Wednesdays, maybe only do 10 questions. Maybe we'll see. Let me see how right now I've got 11. So let's see what we can do here. Oh, thank you for being here. I am blessed. And you are that blessing. Thank you. Okay. All right. No, they pulled Trump's clearance. Still, that's what I thought. Thank you, Brenda. Thank you. Lighting's a bit funny because I'm sitting, but instead of standing. But all right, where was I? I was here. I was there. I can see that. There we go. I needed the time. Oh boy. All right. So at 1930. Will the January 6th Select Committee be too passive toward fellow lawmakers? Because this morning I was watching the news, and that was one of the worries people were talking about. For those who are just watching this on replay, the person was saying if you look at hearings, Congress people tend to be deferential or not be aggressive with other congresspeople with this fear of, well, you know, I'm doing this to you now, but you could do this to me in future, blah, 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 blah. Hopefully this is going to be the exception, but I want to see if, are they going to be too passive? Are they going to actually ask aggressive questions? Are they going to really demand the truth? Hello, Becca. Becca from House of Lenormand is here. I adore Becca. Absolutely adore Becca. All right. January 6th Select Committee, J6SC. Are you going to actually start rapping some knuckles, or are you going to be rapping some knuckles, or are you going to be rapping some knuckles? Pegasus is saying, doubt Liz Cheney will cut much slack. I hope not. I hope she doesn't cut much slack. Totally says, sometimes empathy is confused with being weak. I think because they are passionate, it makes them stronger. Oh, Disrat, no talking about stretching out toes. Oh, please, no. My foot is iced. So I'm sitting here. Oh, Floating Lotus is saying, I think Liz and Adam will set the tone for how other representatives are treated. If they go for broke, then it's all on the table. True. You definitely have a possibility there. When I first picked up the deck, I had the death card. Pulling the card for the reading, I've got the death card. This is, didn't I get the death card yesterday too? For the readings on this kind of stuff on the committee? They are not going to put up with anything. Okay, so we start with the Sun card. Page of Pentacles, Emperor, Star, Page of Swords. I think this is pretty straightforward as far as meanings go. Trying to bring things to light, but also I cannot stand that I now have a card of white supremacy. It actually makes me a little bit angry. Talk about grossing up my cards. He's sick. Blankety blanks. Anyway, bringing things to light, bringing the white supremacy to light. Josh Hawley giving his, seek help. Hawley, seek help. Yeah. This is starting low and working your way up to Trump. The Star Witness. This is him being a belligerent jerk. This is his ideal of how he sees himself. And how graceful and raising arms to protect your king. Do not forget Trump's narcissism. He really if you're wondering how he's going to act about things, how he's going to react to people, he is, think of him as like a medieval king. Everyone is supposed to be loyal to the death to him. He's not loyal to individuals. He sees himself as the king. And yeah, I'm still getting, I want to say yesterday I looked at, are they going to have Trump, are they going to call him in and have him testify? And what I was getting was everybody trying to keep him quiet and stop him from doing it. Pegasus, nobody wants to see Trump in that outfit. That's true. Totally. That is absolutely true. Oh, sorry, you guys. Sorry, yesterday was so hard on everybody. Yeeks. All right, so they're working their way up, but are they going to make demands? People were potentially using phones and apps that can't be traced. It basically. Let me just read this, and then I just thought of something. Thank you, Jody. Okay, they're not going to want to play ball. Republicans are not going to play ball. They're going to fight it. Okay, that's refusal. Surprise. Star. Page of Swords. Insult to injury. They try the stuff they've always tried. Bluster, drag their feet, what have you. But this is different. This feels different. It feels like, oh, we let a lot of things go in the past, but this is different. Okay. So, where's my pen? 2630 will people flip against Trump? Lawmakers, it doesn't even have to be lawmakers. Will people, what would they be? Anyway, just people. I'll just say people. Will people flip against Trump? Make that 27. Will people flip against Trump? Hang it on him. Hang it around his neck. On the defensive. Boy, they're going to be on the defensive. The neo-fascists on the defensive. Okay? I get wands for the neo-fascists. There was something I was going to say we should look at tomorrow, and it just went straight out of my head. Thank you. Now I remember. Tomorrow, we should also look at Trump losing influence. Since in the special election, in I forget which state, his candidate lost. The more moderate Republican won. It wasn't a straight up primary, but so are they going to just say, oh, there were too many Democrats voting or too many, or are they going to say, Trump lost us. He lost the presidency. We've lost we've lost both houses of Congress. He doesn't have a fantastic. Oh, it was in Texas. Thank you. He doesn't have a fantastic track record for the people he endorses winning. We'll look at that tomorrow. But right now, we'll flip against Trump. Page of Pentacles, Six of Cups, Nine of Wands, Two of Swords, that's a legal decision, Queen of Pentacles. It feels like Trump's going to lose some support, not a huge amount. It's not going to be like night and day, but he's going to lose some support among Republicans who are actually liking, they don't like Biden. You can feel their just how much they despise him. But at least they can function and they're alive to despise him. There was something here about this Nine of Wands, which was odd because usually it's very straightforward. Pentacles are Republicans, Cups are Democrats, Wands are these neo-fascist Trump types. This felt like it was weakening a little bit, as in starting to slowly revert back to the actual meanings of the cards. This is the card of nostalgia. This is a card of feeling beaten up. And this is making a legal decision. You start out as a pawn. And I know it's a page, but it's a pawn. And this is joining the group of Republicans. And not Trumpsters, not all wands. They're beaten up. They've gone down this road and been beaten up. So that's just more some people wanting to keep their own power and influence. If that's Charles is saying, I just don't understand the fear of dirty old man, the job is worth it. I wouldn't want to be trapped in a stopped elevator with him for an hour. I can understand that fear, but yeah, I know what you're saying. Four of Pentacles. This is rats scattering, or cockroaches turning the light on. Four of Cups, Star, World. Wait, sorry. Four of Pentacles, Star, World. January 6th Select Committee is where the power of Trump falls. Now Trump's personal, that's going to be money. That's going to be your Cy Vance, your Letitia James, your Jennifer Weisselberg. By the way, I saw something about the court is forcing her to be quiet now. Is that true? But Trump support is weakening. Hang it all on Trump. He's out of power. Hang it all on him. We keep our jobs. Ian saying, hi, just to say Gates' numbers have dropped into the teens. Kind of like his dating profile. Thank you. Okay, so I've got that. What's next on here? All right. Okay, so Judy was asking about the committee coming back soon. So is the committee J6SC coming back soon? For example, 10 days, but I'm not going to hold it to that exact thing. Thank you, Ian. 30, 4:30. Thank you. Yep. So the January 6th Select Committee, are they coming back soon? Apparently they're still hiring staff. Are they going to come back in like days? Are they going to move along? It may seem like they were talking. They'll do whatever they say. They'll do whatever they need to do, but they were talking about getting having their final report at the end of the year. Well, the end of December may seem like a long time away, but it's not. It's not. I've got some stuff coming out at the beginning of December, and it's not. It's 129 days. Wait, I've got it. It's 128 days until my stuff comes out. Add 30. Not even. Add 21. They don't have much time. So, are they going to get on it? The thing stopping them is going to be Republican rancor. I'm not going to do it. I'm not. Holly Prince is saying, I want a thorough job, not a rush job. Well, they did say they'll keep on as long as they need to. But I do like the idea of, okay, get your staff, get things, don't let things get sidetracked and whatnot. 6 of Pentacles, King of Swords, High Priestess, 9 of Swords, Chariot. This is okay. From here to here, this is heavy duty law enforcement. This is the law coming down on somebody's head like a ton of bricks. This is Republicans giving a little. This might be like Kinzinger and Cheney. This I would not mess with. If this is what comes from Kinzinger and Cheney, especially Cheney, who do not make her mad. But I just wonder, one of the questions we're asking is about Trump and what's coming for him out of New York. They could be working on things here. Meanwhile, all of this starts coming down. But I guess they still need to interview people, and they'll get. Again, they've done a lot of interviews, so I guess they need to. We'll get there. We'll get there. Okay. Yes, Floating Lotus. I agree. They're doing their home district work, but are on notice that they may be called back before the August recess is done, and they're preparing subpoenas, and staff is still working on that, and they're pulling staff together. Yeah. Okay. Well. Oh, here we go. Cecilia and I were thinking along the same lines. So, let's see. Subpoena. Okay, so is the January 6th commission going to subpoena White House and specifically Trump? Phone records and emails and White House emails. Well, I'd say, no, we want the personal ones too, but they've been using personal email. We learned that from Washington Post or New York Times or one or the other. Lock her up. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, I use. And then there's the precious Ivanka and Kushner just using their personal email for government business. Oh, well. So will the committee, are they going to subpoena and successfully get Trump's phone and email records January 5th, January 6th? Probably want to, but Trump will say, hands off, I'm still president. But there was someone who just tried to use you can't. It was someone who was speaking at the rally before the insurrection who said, oh no, that was part of my government work, so you can't come after me. And the DOJ has come out and said, yeah, we can. Yeah, they can. That was campaigning. That was not your official duties. You're on your own, buddy. And if they did that to him, it's a good sign. It's a good sign, hopefully. The world, they want all of it. They want absolutely all of it. Oh, okay, they're not shirking. They're not messing around. And by the way, Cheney's going to be a big force on this committee. I'm like literally, I feel her energy more than the chairman's. The chairman's energy is no slouch. Two of Pentacles, 10 of Wands, 8 of Pentacles, 5 of Pentacles, Moon. Subpoena, a legal decision, burden. What was happening? What was working? This is the committee working and also asking what was going on. And then this talks to the chaos of the day. They're not. Oh, Mo Brooks, was that it? Thank you, Teresa. Beautiful girl saying, you're a knockout, bet you were the hot, smart girl in high school. Thank you. I was not. I was not. Oh, wow. I'll have to show you the picture of me. There was a picture of me taken in high school. It's in the yearbook. Cheney's energy's all over this, and she will have none of it. The iron apple, the steel apple did not fall far from the steel tree. Okay, so that was the subpoena thing. My kind of, are they, okay, so they're going to subpoena all those records, but I want to know, hang on, change that to 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I want to know, are they going to successfully call in, once they have all the records and everything, are they going to successfully call in and talk to everybody he talked to and get them to talk on the record? Rossin reads, mentioning apples while I take a bite out of one. I like it. Stella saying, thanks, Julie. He did shoot someone by mistake on a hunting trip. Mistake? Vice President Cheney, when he shot that poor man in the face, was it a mistake? Or was it a fit of pique? Pique with buckshot. Dynasty. A little unsteady. Judgment. He was a little unsteady, but he might have been a little bit mad, and he's going to be judged for all time for that. But in the center of this, I'm holding a weapon. Kat saying Liz is following her oath. True. True. At 45, that'll be appropriate. 45. Talk to everyone. Trump talked to that day. That's going to be the thing. If the DOJ is not willing to protect anybody, is the committee going to force people in there to raise their right hands? Or are a bunch of them just going to start pleading the fifth or something? Yes, Stella, the victim apologized. Yes, indeed. All right, so the select committee managed to talk to everybody. That's the committee, and that's someone sitting in front of them. This is my card for people. Okay, so this is a card for the reading. So we're definitely in the right area. I would have preferred if that was the final outcome, but we're in the right area for the energy. All right, 8 of Wands. Oh, they're going to, you know how they're going to be. You know what's going to happen when Jim Jordan gets subpoenaed. He's a human air horn. That's going to be him. Knight of Wands. But these are the Democratic Knights protecting the realm, getting in the way. 5 of Pentacles, out in the cold, not being protected. These are the Republicans not being protected. Moon, chaos. 4. Oh, heck, what does that mean? 4. Oh, no, they can't argue. They try to cause a big stink, but their arguments don't work. They're out in the cold. Their arguments don't work. I was worried for a second that the whole legal attempt would go silent, but let me ask for some clarifier just in case. But these are them in the center, and they're not in a good way. And again, is there a possibility they will be AWW? Arrested while white? AWC, arrested while in Congress? Consequences? Please. Me? Oh boy. Angie Stad saying that Jim Jordan is not an air horn, he's a human whoopee cushion. That too. All right. Clarifier. Is Jim Jordan and all those far right people, are they going to have to stand there and sit in front of the committee and answer questions? Spectacle, Jim Jordan. Or what are the other? All right. Oh, and they're going to be on the defensive. But. We're on the defensive, but the victory. Oh, that's a world card. That's out in the cold again. Page of Pentacles. Ooh, that feels like some new people taking some congressional seats in some red districts. You don't say. On the defensive. But we were victorious. But. And how dare you? No. You mean this? This communication? This here? They're out on their own. That is freshman Republicans. And the card for the reading is chaos. I'm not giving Liz Cheney a pass. She's still Liz Cheney. Oh, but thank you that she's on our side. Thank you. Stephanie Autumn doesn't mean raspberry. Thank you. Oh, okay. All right. So we've got that. Okay, then we'll go on to a question I had. But I was like, nobody would be interested. And then Donna asked the question. So it's like, all right, let's look at it then. So at 52 minutes, former Senator, California Senator Barbara Boxer, hello, Jocelyn, was walking down the street. She was by herself, apparently, and she just got a new phone. She was talking on the phone. I guess a car came by and a young man jumped out. There were two young men, one in the car, one who jumped out. And the young man grabbed her phone and got back in the car and they sped off. He stole her phone. Now, there were apparently other types like that, other types of thefts like that in the area. So it could just be young, stupid criminals. Or was this a cover for someone wanting the information on Barbara Boxer's phone? That was the question. So why not? Let's ask. She was yelling at the kid. Why would you do this to a grandmother? I love that. What, are we talking punk kids and the phone just gets wiped and resold? Or does somebody want the information on Boxer's phone and this was the way to get it? Well, they recover the phone. Because she got a good look at the kid. Stella saying phones and sneakers are hot items for theft. I believe it. Queen of Cups. I think that's her. Sam is saying that stuff like that is a California thing. It happens with purses a lot. Oh, gosh. So, all right. 8 of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, 10 of Swords, 8 of Cups, Full. Just a kid. Big old Full. There's a line. You're done. It's just a kid. She worked. She had money to get the thing. He wanted the thing, the money thing. He's going to be in trouble. They're going to catch him. She can point him out, and he's a fool. And it looks like Grandma is here in the cards too. It's a kid. All right. Is Boxer still working at 80? She has worked. That's how she has money. So whether she's working now or not, she has the money things. He wanted the money thing. I'll take the money thing. Okay. All right. Still plenty of time. Where are we moving on to? Okay. Floating Lotus Women's Wellness had a question. Carefully crafted is the crafted GQP storyline crumbling. That is the question. Yeah, she's retired. She is retired. All right, 56:30. So the crafted GQP storyline is that first it was it was Antifa and Black Lives Matter. They just dressed up as Trump supporters. Oh no, wait, it was the FBI. No. Now they're saying January 6th, we need to investigate Pelosi. It was her fault. No. So are these excuses and these crafted storylines really? Is it going to go away and it's going to be like, Dave, we all get there. None of us is getting any younger. That's how it is. Brenda, no, it was Father Christmas. Oh, yes. Father Christmas. He had free time after December 25th. So the GQP storyline, how's that going? Believed? It was the sugar plum fairies. Yes, they need work. It was January. Overthrow an election. Sugar plum fairies, you can't trust them. Page of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles, Star, Wheel of Fortune, Knight of Cups, Ace of Wands. They're going to try to come up with some other thing or stick to their stupid guns, but it's not working. Lies are being separated from the truth. It's just a matter of time. The committees are going to work out what's true and what's not. And then they're going to beat that dead horse, but metaphorically, obviously. But this is you're starting from here and then having all this against you, and you're still going to try to do this, only have even less credibility. Card for the reading. Freshmen, Republicans. I'm starting to get this. Oh, Floating Lotus, thank you for being here. I'm starting to get this quite a bit when it comes to these people. freshman Republicans taking over their seats. Okay. I have to adjust my... I had that in the wrong place. There we go. There, no, it's over there. There. Okay, make sure I move that. Okay. Polly Wanda had a question. If Trump and... Hang on, at 101. Let's at least pull 3 cards on it. It's Polly Wanda was asking if Trump and the others are still saying that he's really the president. Is he going to try new pardons or some other stupid... And normally I would say, how silly. Then we remember who we're dealing with, and it's like, yeah, we should check. New pardons from the office of Donald J. Trump with his pseudo-presidential seal. Oh no, we're getting 5 cards. Okay. Is he gonna play president? We'll get him a little plastic. We'll get him a little plastic desk. A little plastic Diet Coke glass. He can play president. 2 of Pentacles. Yeah, his. I was asking earlier about is his influence waning when the people he is saying this person should win, this is who I endorse, and then they lose, and this is an ongoing thing. His influence is waning. Trump is unbalanced. That is also correct. Anyway. All right, 7 of Pentacles, 3 of Swords. Lover's card. Oh, people still blowing smoke up his girdle. 2 of Swords, 9 of... Republicans, fruits of labor. This is legal heartache, but this is not just being politically wedded to Trump, but that fawning, you're the greatest, and people blowing smoke up his girdle. This is a legal decision. This is sitting in front of the committees. Plural. They're sitting in front of the committee, at least. The one. We got the delusion part, but nothing that's going to work. Matter of fact, there's a chance, it feels like he might be in trouble for having offered pardons. You do this, I'll pardon you. If they can prove it. That would weaken him further among the Republicans who are starting to realize that the Kool-Aid tastes rather bitter, and they're not sure they want anymore. Okay. Fox nerd. My name does not mean Fox News. It means I just love foxes, and I'm a total nerd about them. Aw. Foxes are adorable. Oh, Cheryl, I've got my questions for today, but I'm here every single day of the year, so I'll be back tomorrow. But now I still have some time. Got that. I got Polly Wanda's question. Okay, now comes the question I wanted to ask from yesterday, 1:05. All right. It was an odd thing yesterday. Let me shuffle a little bit here. All right. It was an odd thing yesterday because I read on how various people were going to react to the first meeting of the January 6th Select Committee. And when I was reading on, McCarthy, and it was very McCarthy-ish. And then I was reading on Trump, and I was expecting, oh, yeah, he's going to be ranting and raving. And I didn't get that. I got that he was focused on his money. It's like a national television. They were just doing the thing. And all your energy is focused on money, on Trump.org, New York, Vance. Really? Do you know something we don't know about what's being asked for? Subpoenas. So what's going on with Trump and Vance and the Weisselberg stuff and basically the Trump.org thing? It was very strange. I did not expect that. It was in the cards, but it was really energetically. It was like, what? Strength, quieting the beast. Okay. Chaos. Poverty. Magician. Out in the cold. Magician. 9 of Pentacles. Star. It's a seesaw. If he takes initiative and he does what needs to be done, then everything will be fine. He's rich, he's the star, he lives in this world. But then things come up where he's starting to think, I'm going to lose everything. I'm going to lose, and the kids are going to lose everything. Kids, you know what I mean? Kids, adult children. This is going to be chaos. He's more afraid of poverty than I think he is of anything else. But no. If I just do the things I've always done, I'm the rich star. Really. So he doesn't necessarily know anything or know much that we don't. Oh, I'm playing the tiny violins for Trump. Oh, sorry, I need to stretch my leg. Okay. Trump.org, Vance. Hi, we haven't forgotten about you. We're very curious. I did pick up yesterday, Trump is very, very scared about ending up in a perp walk like Weisselberg. The indignitude of it. Queen of Wands, politically married to Trump. Everybody around him, he goes to people constantly and asks them, and he wants this constant reassurance, everything's going to be okay. Did you guys see some of the deposition footage during the Trump University depositions? And then between depositions, Trump was talking to his lawyer, and he just wouldn't shut up about it. It was just, so you've done cases like this before. How often, what's the likelihood that this will go away? What's the likelihood this is going to go away? What's going to, and it was just after the like 8th time, you're just like, insecure much? I understand you're worried, but no, he just wouldn't shut up about it. He just wanted that constant, he just wanted reassurance, even if it was repetitious. Somebody's worried about jail time. Someone is facing jail time. Those are investigators. Somebody's flipping. I think it might be Weisselberg. Just before, it was just be obnoxious, just Trump telling Weisselberg, we're just going to stick together and we're going to fight them tooth and nail, but things have changed. I think Weisselberg is flipping. Holly and Francis saying, just saw news that Biden said they've reached a bipartisan infrastructure deal. I hope so. Let's see if we can get past McConnell. This is somebody facing the rest of his life in prison, the rest of his natural life in prison, at the potential of it. And this is this person going, let me go talk to prosecutors. Let me go talk to the investigators. Maybe we can work something out. That's what I'm getting. Okay, what was next here? All right, I still have a couple of minutes. Let me see what else I can get in here. Got that. Okay. We can look at Matt Gaetz tomorrow. Okay, let's try Thalma's question. Is Jimmy Jim Jordan, is he trying, he's attempting to get a subpoena so he can mess with the committee? I would not hold that past him for a second. Jordan. Once. Oops. Subpoena. To mess with committee. All right. 12:30. So is Jim Jordan, is he just itching to mess with the committee? I want a subpoena. I want to fight it. I want to talk about it every day. Jim Jordan. He's doubling down on the evil gym coach. Do you remember gym class? Evil gym class teacher. That's his whole persona. Thomas said he spoke to Trump on the 6th. Yep. Oh, he's going to stand up. He's going to stand up and please sit down. Queen of Wands. Oh, absolutely. Politically married to Trump. Facing justice. Things to do with the subpoena could get him in trouble legally. Outside of, but he's also probably going to try to argue. Oh, yeah. Belligerent arguing, all of this, but now the active knight. 8 of Pentacles. Oh, he has all of these arguments, and he's going to work in that organ, but they're garbage. They're weak and no. Oh, but he wants to just be in there, just giving them what for. Liz. All right, so you end up in there. So what happens? Do you end up perjuring yourself? Do you end up... Okay, you cause a ruckus. I think that's a given. And how does it end for you? Does it end well for you, Jim Jordan? I'm not going to talk about my conversations with the president. Really? Answer the question. Is Liz Cheney really going to go toe-to-toe with Jim Jordan? Is she really going to say, answer the question? I'd say this is not going to go well for Jim Jordan. And it has to do with the deaths that day. Very sad. All right, 7 of Pentacles, Judgment, Page of Swords, 3 of Cups, Temperance. There is some kind of judgment. This is him looking over the fruits of his labor. There is some judgment. There's a bully in the middle, but it's not huge. I do have a celebration of Democrats, but tempered. He's tempered. Celebration should be tempered a little bit. I'm not getting anything, but I'm getting a death card. And I've been getting that death card's been cropping up. So, it's temperance. Do you perjure yourself? Do you end up in legal problems? Do you have to admit to stuff? Are you going to plead the fifth, which suddenly is fine? Of course, when people around Hillary Clinton did it, oh no, that meant they were guilty, but they do it, and oh no. Knight of Cups. Okay. Committee steadily walking forward, protecting the realm. Jim Jordan. Knight of Pentacles. Well, 2 can play at that game. The Institution. High Priestess. Secrets. I'm not going to tell. I'm not going to tell. We may give a little bit, or somebody else may mention something. But there's a partnership, and they get information sideways. They get information from through somebody else. I'm not getting anything more specific than that right now. We'll have to revisit. But I've got him in front of the committee, and I've got him trying to play games. And I have the committee saying, really? Because we have sworn testimony right here and phone records and that this is what happens. This is what happened. Care to amend your statement? Anyway. All right. That's going to do it for me for today. Thank you so much for being here. Sorry I have to go early, but I have to get somewhere I need to be. 2:00 on Wednesdays, every Wednesday, but I'll be back tomorrow. I do have time to go down and put the time stamping in underneath in the description box. At 4:00, hopefully I'm going to be over at Book Art Media to do the daily creative sprints. And yeah, that's about it. Other than that, I'll be here tomorrow. And everything's going to be okay. Thank you. Thank you for your well wishes and your kindness. Thank you. Take care of your tootsies. Yes. I'm so grateful for you. Seriously. All right. So, and by the way, there are good days ahead. There are good days ahead. We're going to be okay. We really are. It may not seem like it sometimes. Oh, thank you, Selma. That was kind. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Have a great rest of your day. All right. And I'll see you tomorrow.